Do this one thing to be happier in marriage. Welcome, my friends, back to another live video with Troy Stone King. Thank you for watching. Yes, the title of this one is Do This One Thing to Be Happier in Marriage. You know, some things, my lovely bride and I have been married for well over 2 decades, and some things I learned the very first time in marriage and go forward and apply that knowledge. But it's not common that I get it the first time. Most things I have to hear or read or encounter many, many times before I get those integrated in my behavior, and some things I just struggle with. For some things I've never really quite gotten down. But I'm going to show you something. I'll tell you something today. This one thing to make yourself happier in marriage that took me a long time to learn, and I'm still not great at it. I still don't get it right every time, but I'm doing much better. Now, caveat on this: you're not going to be blown away by this information. You're not going to hear me tell you what it is, and you're going to say, "Wow, I've never thought of that. That's completely new news to me." This will not be something new to you. But the reward is not in the knowledge. It's in the action. You see, having this knowledge won't do you a lick of good. Taking action on this knowledge will bring you more joy than you can believe. Okay, here it is. You ready for it? You ready for this one thing that you can do to be happier in marriage? I'm gonna address this from the husband point of view, but it applies to the wife as well. Here it is. Talk to your wife. Talk to your wife. Or, if you're the wife, talk to your husband. Talk to your wife or talk to your husband. Now, like I said, this is not new to you, but let me get a little bit deeper into this. I'm not referring to the regular conversations that you and your wife or you and your husband should have every evening, kind of talking through your day and how things went and how you're feeling. I'm not talking about those kinds of conversations, although they are important, and we should be having those regular daily conversations. No, I'm talking about the situations, the times when it might be a little bit more challenging than that. I'm talking about when you need to share things that are maybe embarrassing to you, or you feel that they might be a little bit silly, or you're a little bit frightened to share. Those are the times that you need to talk to your wife or you need to talk to your husband, even more than you think is necessary. So let me give you some real life examples that Sally and I have dealt with over the past several years. Here's one. When you feel like God is calling you in a new direction, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. When you have a physical problem, even the kind you'd like to keep to yourself because it's a little embarrassing, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. When you're afraid, when you feel fear in your life and you just don't know the next step, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. When you've done something wrong in the past and you need to make amends and you're scared to do it, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. When the cycle of going to work and coming home and going to bed and going to work the next day and coming home and going to bed, the repeating cycle is driving you slowly mad and you don't know how much longer you can take it, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. When you've got hopes and dreams and you know that you are meant for more than this, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. When you don't even know what to do with all the ridiculous thoughts that are coming into your mind and all the feelings that you're encountering, when you just don't know how to deal with everything that's coming up in your mind and in your life, talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. Your wife, your husband, that person, they're your biggest cheerleader. They're your confidant. They're your lover. They're your counselor. They're your partner. They're your best friend. Talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. Listen, I know this isn't easy and it's going to take you outside your comfort zone. It does for me at times. But the amount of fear that you deal with by stepping outside your comfort zone and doing this has no comparison to the joy that you get in those times of sharing. When I started this video today, I told you it wasn't going to be groundbreaking information. You weren't going to look at this and hear this and say, wow, that's brand new to me. It's not. It's not. Yes, Troy, I should talk to my wife. Yes, Troy, I should talk to my husband. No, no, no. Really talk to your wife and talk to your husband. As I mentioned, the reward in this is not the knowledge. The reward is in taking the action. So what is that thing that's embarrassing you right now? What is the fear you're dealing with? What is the dream that you want to accomplish? Or what is just the insanity of thoughts that's filling your mind? Talk to your spouse. They want to help you. They'd love to help you. They want to support and encourage you, but they can't if they don't know. So step outside your comfort zone and have those conversations. And I promise you, you will be glad, so very glad that you did. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. I hope it brings value to you. If it does, hit that like button for me, please. Put some comments if you've got specific situations where you did talk to your spouse and you were glad that it happened. Or send me an email and tell me about that. I'd love to get that information. I'd love to hear about your wonderful stories in your own marriages. Remember, these videos all go on to YouTube, so you can catch up on the archives of them, and that's at youtube.com/Troy Stoneking. Thank you again, my friends, and have a wonderful rest of your day.